Hey, I'm a cowboy, baby. But I don't ride all night and sleep all day. I pick up plastic on the beach during the day. So lunch is over and you know, I got my plastic bag half filled out there. I'm gonna go back now and finish it off, but it's like 1 o'clock p.m. and the sun is high. So I got this hat, keep the, so the garbage man you see up there, he didn't come yet. So maybe I can get it on this load. If not, you know, it can go up underneath there in that little cubby hole. It's just plastic. The dogs and cats will not mess with it normally, unless they're in a playful mood. Anyway, this stainless is shining bright in my face. I don't know if you can see this, but the sun is right at the right angle. It's about to blind me. Coming down the steps, whoa. It's not a good scenario. Anyway, I'm apt to fall from time to time, you know, because my balance is not all that great. Anyway, I'm gonna go pick up more plastic, and the 62 to Freedom Beach Plastic Electrolux vacuum cleaner is back on the job. I'm not a yayo right now. My yayo job is done until the clothes dry. My job is to clean up the beach. That's my job. So I got 3 loads of clothes hung out. And you know, I couldn't find that tarp like I said yesterday. I had to get this linoleum. But this will work, you know, if a storm blows it off there or something, I'll just get something else. This was only 180 pesos for this thin linoleum. It's a thin type of linoleum, you know, that looks like wood on one side. But it's, you know, it's waterproof. That's for the floor to keep the water off the floor. So use this to protect, seal the well up and everything. So I'm gonna cut a couple strips to go around the perimeter. You know, pi times the diameter, that's the circumference. So 2 strips, measured out how much I would have left after I make the circle that I want. And then I split that in half, and that's way too much, 360 centimeters. All I needed was 285 centimeters to go around 87.5 diameter lid. So that's some leftover knowledge from my job, you know, programming for Navy propulsion shafts, aircraft carrier shafts, and stuff like that. Guided missile destroyers, guided missile cruisers. A Disney ship one time. You know, the propeller shaft for a Disney cruise ship was actually bigger than an aircraft carrier. Can you believe that? Huh. Toys and rides can make a ship bigger than the U.S. Navy. I don't know why I said that. If it was good enough to, if it was smart enough to make the aircraft bigger, they would have made it bigger. But better to have more of them, right? For agile maneuvering. Or there's plenty of reasons for it, I'm sure. Not my job to think in that direction. So I'm just gonna cut these strips and cut my circle and stop pondering the decisions of the Navy. Anyway, that is some knowledge of geometry and trigonometry and stuff that left over from my job, from programming CNC equipment and stuff. All right, peace. So, my day's going good, look. I sealed it up with linoleum. Temporary, you know. It costs like $3 for the linoleum, it's thin linoleum, to just wrap it around there and duct tape it. Just to keep, you know, if a little frog gonna squeeze through the crack or something like that, get in the well, I don't want that. Or a big cockroach gonna squeeze this body in there. Anyway, that was on my wish list yesterday. Got her done. I cut all them weeds down. I didn't rake it up though, but you're right, Ray. I need to seed it with some grass in there because was not much grass in there. And part of this was the hill. You know, the slope came down like a quarter away through that backyard lot right there, or maybe half. It came down. Oh, see that tree stump right over there? That was still on the slope. So my guys leveled the slope out and gave me a little bit more yard space. So, and you know, they dug the footings for this fence deep, and then after that leveled everything out and moved a lot of this soil to the front of the yard where it was needed. So that's accomplished. And George got my little box here, a garbage box up off the ground. We can put plastic underneath of it because dogs and cats are not going to mess with that until the trash man comes. Like on the top here, all the raw garbage is inside the box with some vent holes. We put vent holes all the way down, but animals cannot get in there. And the garbage man comes today. So I just put boxes I wanted to get rid of on the top and plastic right here. So now, true to my word, I'm going to go down the beach. I'm going to fill this bag up, 30-gallon bag, or it's probably a liter size. So that was my promise yesterday. I'm going to do a little bit for the earth today. This is not plastic from here. Don't know where it came from. Maybe Vietnam, maybe anywhere in the world, maybe from America. Because, you know, it floats through the Pacific and cuts through here, gets up in here in the Sulu Sea, even from anywhere in the world, the Indian Ocean, wherever. It all is going to be connected, even though the Pacific makes a big whirlpool of plastic. It's like the garbage dump of the world right in the middle of the Pacific. But I hear they're trying to clean that up. So let me do my 2 cents worth. Periodically, I'm going to do this. And maybe more often. The farther everything runs smooth here, the farther along I go, the more I'm going to do here, because I just feel it. I feel it in my bones that I should do it. So it's a call to duty. It's not the kind of call of duty that is the game. But if they made a game like Call of Duty and this was the Call of Duty, wouldn't that be more beneficial? Yeah, who can clean up the earth the fastest? And maybe they should shoot polluters. That would be the exciting kill part of it. Shooting litter bugs. So that long stick out there, I don't know if you can see it. There's some little sticks in a row right in front of it, but a little bit deeper there's a stick. I threw that out there. I want to see which way it's going to go, because wherever it comes from, that's the way I'm going to walk and pick up plastic with my bag here, my 30-gallon trash bag or whatever. It seems like it's staying still right now. So let me make a mark right here in the sand where it is, and I will go clean up some plastic right in front of my house. And then wherever that stick is going, I will go the other way so that future plastic will not end up in front of my house. So that's the plan. Look at this. There's going to be plenty of stuff to pick up. I might not make it from in front of my house with this 30-gallon trash can. So here's a bottle. There you go. In the baggie. We're trying to try to beat garbage day. So no telling where all this garbage came from. It's a damn shame that somebody's just gonna throw it in the ocean. It's like, I don't know. It's like prehistoric thinking or something. Not civilized to throw your garbage in the ocean. And that I also wanted to show you that I'm not just cleaning up in front of my house. I already did that. And there was a lot. And as you can see, there's a lot. That's a shampoo bottle, I think, a drink, water, a shoe, C2, candy juice thingies. You know, guys, they use a lot of the bottles for like mixing stuff. And C2, that would be kids. And ladies, you are not exempt. There's a lot of lady bottles, you know, where like facial cream, you know, stuff, you know, most men are not using that. So nobody is excluded. Men, women, children, old and young. The whole human race is responsible for this, including me. You know, things to get away from you, you know, you contributed. Even if you don't want to contribute, you contributed. So there's a pill popper thingy there. And more women's aloe facial cream or whatever it is. And then you got beer bottles and stuff like that. So you see how much. It's enormous amount. Look. And you know, if you get down to the microplastics, you would never make any headway at all. So I'm just going to try to get the big stuff, not the little stuff, you know, quarter size or smaller. I'm not going to try, because I would do more good by picking up this big stuff. So that's the way I see it. I pick up one thing, it's like 25 of those quarter size things, or 50. There you go. Look out there. Just ridiculous. All right, 62 out. Here's my bag, picking up plastic, but look at this rock. How could I just walk by this rock and just leave it here? Because it won't be here later on. Yep, I gotta have that. See you on the flip-flop. I wanna change the world, but I don't know what to do. Here, I'll show you. So that's how you change the world. One piece of plastic at a time. And it's your earth, so just because you didn't put it in there don't mean you can't take it out. Don't be selfish. Accept my challenge. Get you a trash bag and go pick up some plastic. You're just doing it for yourself and your children. It's not for me or for Jim and Bob and Janet and Jill and Jack. I thought of Jack because I said Jill. Anyway, Jack and Jill went down the beach to pick some plastic up. Yep, Jack and Jill went down the beach to pick up some pieces of plastic. Jack fell down and broke his crown because people were throwing more than he could gather. But, hey, one piece at a time, baby. If you feel me, grab you a bag. If you don't, talk somebody else into it if you don't want to do it. Ta-da! You didn't think about that one, did you? So I made it all the way up to this. This would be the Norwegian's fence, the edge of his fence where this ditch is. This runoff ditch. I didn't want to go all the way up in. I got some big bottles out of there, but I was on the edge of being in their yard right there, so I didn't want to do that. But I got all the plastic I could get right here. You see my bag is full by the time I tie it up good. And I got to get that to the road. So, you know, I know if you're sitting somewhere comfy and, you know, you don't throw plastic in the, it doesn't mean you can't somehow contribute to all the plastic that's in the world. Even if you didn't put any in there. You drank out of a plastic bottle and you used shampoo out of a plastic bottle. And I'm quite sure you've wore flip-flops, which is most of the stuff that I find. But I ain't trying to throw no guilt trip on you. I'm just trying to say it's never too late for a new beginning. This is my first bag of plastic on the beach I've ever picked up. You know, I've always tried not to be a litter bug, but that's not the same as taking up. That's defensive. You know, now it's time to take an offensive slant. And because for one thing, I got the time. I'm retired, so I got the time to do what I know is right now. And I had the time before, but wow, so many things step in the way. You see how far I was from my house? See that ditch down there? That's just mostly white rocks right there. And you might see some microplastic, which I wanted to concentrate right now on the big stuff because, like I said before, I do more good picking up the biggest piece of plastic I can find. Plus, I only have one bag. I can't afford to buy a bunch of bags, but I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna start out, gonna be one bag a week, and then see how far I can get. Can I clean the beach from, you see where that bend is? Can I get to that corner eventually? And to that corner? Or there's a river right before there. Oh well, yeah, you can't get all the way to that because that's a thing where the cranes go out and fill up the barge. But can I get to the tip of that as far as I can get? And all the way down there? Once I get it clean, can I keep it clean by myself? We'll see. That's gonna be the eventual goal. Right now, one bag a week. There it is, completely full as soon as I tie it up. I'll show it to you on the street.